following podcast is being brought to you by the Defy Life Podcast Network.
Today's episode is brought to you by the NBA Store. A new year brings the start of a new NBA season. Suit up with the latest gear to show your support for your team. We may be sidelined from going to the arena, but that doesn't mean you can't watch basketball from your couch in style. We are teaming up with the NBA and Podgo to bring our listeners up to 75% off on select items. Yes, you heard that right. Go to podgo.co/NBA for up to 75% off select items from the NBA Store, where amazing happens. And make sure you let them know that you heard this from Take a Knee from Marvel vs. DC. So go to podgo.co/NBA.
Maybe we can still heal you. Why? So you could just lock me up? No. Just bury me in the ocean with my ancestors that jumped from the ships. Because they knew death is better than bondage.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but blinding. The shadows betray you because they belong to me.
In the hell do you think you are?
Okay, it's not working out. I'm gonna need the suit back.
For how long?
Forever. Yeah, let's
No, please.
Let's have it.
You don't understand. Please, this is all I have. I'm nothing without this suit.
If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it, okay?
So Oz, this week we are going to be reviewing the movie that was chosen by the people. We are going to be reviewing Blade, the classic Blade, or at least so I thought it was a classic Blade. We are also going to talk about our spotlight actor slash actress for Black History Month. We'll find out who the people chose and whose movie and TV catalog we will be going through. Oz, what were your thoughts on Blade? And as always, let's keep it non-spoiler before we set the table.
You want to keep Blade non-spoiler for who? I'm seriously curious for literally vampires.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah, like hey, I love your disclaimer, and we're going to keep it non-spoiler. For who, dude? What, like for Tom Hanks and Castaway?
Hey, that's fair.
This dude is more concerned with ice cubes than checking out. Then that's going, oh man, you ruined Blade for me.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, this is the last time I ever saw that actress.
Hey,
Karen. It's the last time I saw her.
Hey, Tom Cruise. Tom Hanks. One more spoiler alert for you. Ryan Reynolds is in the third Blade.
That's not really a spoiler.
Okay.
I mean, that doesn't really classify as a spoiler. That's more of just telling the future.
Blade DDT somebody in the third Blade. Okay, like
but what does the third Blade have to do with the first one?
Well, it
doesn't have anything to do with it. You brought up two references of the third Blade.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Who has not seen any three of these movies?
Well, I haven't seen the third one all the way through.
Wesley Snipes was like, "Hey, yo, man, you know all they do is play Blade when I was in the penitentiary, right?"
I've never seen the third one in one full sitting.
Okay, cool. Let me. Respect you. I got to remember respect you more often. But you seen one, right?
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. Rewatching it, I felt like I hadn't seen it. There were a few times where I was like, "Man, I don't remember that." This is wow.
Hey, I don't care about spoiler alerts. I'm gonna just keep it real.
Well, you've never really cared about it anyway.
It's true. Hey, so. Dude, it was really. I had my critiques and my like whatever things about it, but it was cool, man. I still appreciated a lot of the action scenes that he did, especially with his working of the katana. I will tell you this: as many times as I've seen Blade, I did not realize that Deacon Frost was in the first scene when they're in the factory at sort of the rave factory.
Yeah, at the club. When he walks by him.
Yeah, he walks by him and he looks at him, and I was like, man, I didn't even realize that until I took a closer look.
I'm actually on the exact opposite end of the spectrum. I seem to remember Blade a lot more fondly than I actually enjoyed it. It was rather underwhelming, to be honest with you. I think maybe my fonder memories of the Blade franchise are Blade 2, because I just felt myself very underwhelmed at this movie. There were some great moments. Now, there were great moments, but I just felt like this movie, I felt underwhelmed. Maybe my expectations were too high.
Well, I will say, man, like I don't even want to watch Howard the Duck, but between Blade and Howard the Duck, they were the first Marvel movies, the first Marvel like comic book movies that we brought to life, you know. And if you look at those being the first to where we are now, of course they'll be underwhelming for you because like so much has happened, so much like the CGI was just okay, you know.
Oh, the CGI is awful.
I remember it being like, wow, this CGI is awesome, but then now I'm like, ooh, that's kind of bad.
There's a couple of wonky scenes with some flying skulls, but
well, I mean, I'm sorry, flying skulls. Blade threw a woman out of a window across the building.
Yeah, but that looked way better than the flying skulls.
Well, I'm just saying, the flying skulls was the least of the things, dude, because like he literally threw I'm like, yo, dude, I know she got bit by a vampire. She ain't a vampire yet, bro.
I took notes during the movie, so after, when we really dive into it, after we set the table and whatnot, I'm gonna read through some of the notes I have because there were some very, very, very weird things going on in that movie.
Well, I will just say this before we set the table. Two things.
Well,
your girl's in it, so that should make you happy.
Hey,
Blade's mom.
Shout out to Sanaa Lathan, man. Hey, y'all ain't gotta give her no props, but she gonna be in. She everywhere. She been in the game. She been in the superhero game.
Listen to me here and hear me.
I don't need to listen to you anymore. I'm a grown man.
Now you need to listen to me because you're a child in a grown man's body.
Well,
let me tell you something.
It's been insulting.
Let me tell you. Well, sometimes the insults hurt just to build you back up. But let me tell you something. Y'all all celebrating Regina King, who is the queen. Y'all need to be hitting on Shania because like she's she's the next one, dude. She's the next one to make some big pops.
Okay.
Her time has come.
Yeah.
Oh, and number two, just to keep it real.
I was hoping you were going to forget about number two.
Nope. Just to keep it real, like we always do.
Yeah.
Since we're setting the table,
we haven't said it yet.
We have to talk about food. And for Blade, there's a lot of references of garlic. So I really appreciated that because garlic is a good staple for all meals.
Okay. Garlic and a nice cup of blood.
How you feel about garlic, dude?
I like garlic bread.
Nah, how do you feel about garlic in like your food though?
I don't really think, but if outside of garlic bread, I can't really think of an occasion I have garlic.
Like when you have your spaghetti or your lasagna or something.
Yeah, okay, I'll have garlic. That's true. Good point.
Do you put powdered garlic in your food?
It depends on how it looks. Sometimes it needs it, sometimes it doesn't.
Now, because thank God for the air fryer. Now, when I used to oven roast them, but when I'm making my French fries, I coat them in olive oil and butter, of course, melted butter. But I put a mix of salt, pepper, garlic powder, cumin, smoked paprika, and just a little shy taste of oregano, dried oregano, and it makes them, as my son says, hey, these fries didn't come from Five Guy, they came from one guy. Dude, he made it up. I'm like, hey. Listen. That's the best compliment I've ever heard in my life. I'm like, did you just make that? Oh my God, that was awesome.
That's not bad. Yeah, that could be a shirt.
Yeah. But I'm like, you're still on restriction, but that's awesome though.
That's what I say to you too. But look, before we get too deep into things, allow me to set the table. This is Take a Knee for Marvel vs. DC. I am your host, Regular Scott. I am here with my co-host, the comic connoisseur, the mighty Ozzy Killmonger. Oz, what's going on?
What is up, comic comrades?
And you can find us on Twitter at knee4marvelversedc. That's the number 4. You can email us at knee4marvelversedc@godefylife.com. You can also leave us a voicemail, 804-518-6631. You can find us on Facebook, Take a Knee for Marvel vs. DC. Join our Facebook group. Like us. You can also find us on Instagram at knee4marvel vs. DC. Oz, tell everyone where they can find you on your socials that you check once a month.
You can find me on Twitter, and you can look for at Ozzy Real, and that's at OZZIE, capital REAL.
And don't forget to give them your Hotmail.
And you can find me also at AOL. And you can try and reach me by smoke signal on a windy day. I can't find it.
Tell everyone your pager number.
Oh, by the way, I'm looking for more friends on MySpace and Friendster. Let me know.
Friendster. I haven't heard that one in a while. Friendster. Wow. That's you pulled one out there.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem. So one thing we didn't get to before we set the table that we normally do, and obviously we didn't get to it because I decided to talk about garlic instead. Let's get to our poll and talk about who are...
Why are you talking about your poll, dude?
Okay. Always got to be a dick joke with you, and I ain't even bring up Dick Grayson yet.
No, dude, why you always gotta be like you and your pole, dude? It's always I was just playing with my pole again, seeing what's up. I was like, man, come on, dude.
Speaking of poles and Dick Grayson, here's a segue into a Dick Grayson little bit of info. He got himself a dog in the comics.
Oh no, that's a cute little poodle.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad because I feel like the dog's gonna die. You know, good things don't last too long for Dick Grayson.
No, man, they trying to make Dick Grayson a John Wick. No, his name is not.
Hey,
his name is not John Dick. His name is Dick Grayson.
What would you do if, like, a year from now, that dog dies and he just snaps and just becomes cold?
I'd be like, hey, Lark, just go take him out real quick, dude. Yes, sir. On it.
Lark. First of all, Lark is not even going to be in continuity in a year.
Hold on, dude. Let me help you with something.
Come on, man. Lark's not even going to be around in comics in a year. Your boy Lark is not going to be around.
Let me help you out here. Let me help you hardcore out. Okay. A 9-year-old nearly killed your boy. Okay. Every time.
Yeah, okay. you bring up the same fight every time, but then you don't bring up that he beat that same 9-year-old too, and then you fail to mention that this 9-year-old, you know, if we're using that continuity, has also beat Deathstroke. So
hold on. But what about when the Court of the Owls came and Batman was like, "Oh my God!"
Listen, you bring up Oz. You bring up the same fights every time you talk about it. It's the same 3 fights, and the continuity you're using a 9-year-old who beat you're using a 9-year-old who beat Deathstroke, and you're using a Court of Owls who took out everybody in the Bat family, including the 9-year-old.
Hold on. Respect due.
Okay.
Let me just try and figure out something. It's so hard to figure out anything where, like, Dick Grayson has, like, just purposely just been, like, the poo-putt of things. Like, let me think hard. Let me think, like maybe Injustice, where he fell and hit his head on a rock and killed himself.
Well, that's not what happened, but if that's how you interpreted it, that's fine.
What happened?
He got hit in the head.
And fell and cracked his neck
Right.
on a rock
But
and later
that's
became a dead man.
Right, but you didn't say anything about someone throwing something and hitting him in the back of the head.
I got Alfred.
I mean, you make it seem like this dude just tripped over his own feet and fell and hit a rock.
Basically, the gymnast did.
But that's not what happened. Somebody threw something and
Alfred
hit him in the back
beat
of the
up
head,
Superman.
and he fell
Black
and broke
Canary
his
beat up
neck.
Superman.
That is completely different
Dick
than
Grayson-
this guy just completely falling over his shoestrings and breaking his neck. It's a completely different ballgame.
Once again,
we're not
Damien
even in the same ballpark.
Hold on. Once again, Damien going, yeah, this guy ain't a threat. Hold on. We got mega humans here. Threw a projectile object at this dude, and this great gymnast, the Robin bird that his parents called him, got hit and then fell on a rock. He literally slipped on a banana, dude.
But that's not what happened, though. Like, you slipping on a banana is you slipping by yourself. You getting hit by somebody throwing something is not your actions. That's somebody else causing that. Slipping on a banana is because of you. It's completely different.
No,
listen, I get what you're doing. You hate Dick Grayson.
Wait. Slipping on a banana is still someone put a banana down there.
Who said somebody else? Who said somebody else did it? Maybe you did it. I mean, you could put a banana down. It's what I'm saying. Like you can't throw something and it hit you.
I'm responsible for killing Dick Grayson.
No, you couldn't kill a bug, let alone Dick Grayson.
Do you know who's responsible for killing Dick Grayson?
The writers.
Dick Grayson.
The writers. Whoever writes it decides we need to kill somebody. We'll kill off Dick Grayson.
You understand? They introduced this dog because the dog is going to take over the role that Dick Grayson. The dog is going to be the new Nightwing.
That's not what's going to happen. That's not what's going to happen. That's not. Let's play Uncle Oz's commercial. Here we go. Let's play Uncle Oz's commercial. Let's load that up. Here we go. All right, that's playing right now. So here are your 4 choices. I'm just gonna leave that on. I'm just gonna have that on repeat for our song for the end of this show.
Hold on, dude. Hold on. Seriously, hold on.
What's up?
That's really mean, dude.
Yeah, it's life. So your 4 choices for the actor or actress for our spotlight of the month for Black History Month.
Hey, let me ask you something real quick.
No.
What would you do if they turned Dick Grayson black?
I'd be pissed. What? I don't even want him to be Asian. People want the guy from The Walking Dead to be him, like this Asian dude. Like, I don't. Why? He's white. I want him to be white. I want him to be white. Whenever Dick Grayson get cast, he needs to be a white dude. Leave that dude white.
Everybody, regular Scott said, don't turn him into a blonde, a redhead. He is a white dude who's a brunette.
The dude better not have no freckles on his face. He better not come out there looking like Archie.
Hey, and if he come out with the height of Wolverine, we got some problems too, dude.
As long as he white, I can accept that better than listen, man. You know, I'm all about my people. I'm all about the culture.
Apparently you are about your people.
I'm all about half my people. I'm all about progression. You know, I'm all about inclusion. I'm all about all of that. You know, I want the black people to thrive. You know, the black nation to succeed. But you better leave my boy white.
Hey, I got certain people like that on my own thing too, because like I'm just like, you know, the whole, you know, Batman turning black and stuff like. But you know, I mean, I get it. You know, there's certain people I give a pass to.
No, Batman being black isn't. You don't get a pass for that. You can't turn Bruce Wayne black.
Oh no, that does get a pass. But I'm just saying there's certain like white people that I give a pass to. Like I'll say it right now. Like if Keanu Reeves came out saying some crazy racist shit, I'd be like, hold on. Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out. Let's be fair.
Hold on.
Hold on. Let's be fair. Okay.
It's not condemned yet.
If Jennifer Connelly came out saying some crazy ass shit, I'd be like, wait.
Nah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Jennifer Connelly came out and said something crazy.
Nah, Jennifer, though, she don't say nothing crazy.
I know you like her and stuff, but I would. You shouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
She is the epitome of an artist. And longevity.
Exactly. And artists kind of weird. To be great, you're kind of off.
Sort of.
I mean, like most great artists, they're a little off.
I hate that whole motif that he's an artist. Watch out, he's gonna be crazy. I'm like, no, he was fucking crazy before. Like Van Gogh. Well, he was an artist. Like, no, Van Gogh had some fucking issues before that had nothing to do with his art.
I'm not saying they're exactly mentally crazy, but they're a little off. They're a little weird, and that's okay. Everybody's a little weird, but when everybody's got their quirks.
You mean like Sweet Sinead?
Who?
Sinead O'Connor.
Yeah.
Hey! Don't say nothing bad about her.
Okay. Before we move on to the list, let me tell you something else. Don't ever disrespect Dick Grayson the way you just did the last 3 minutes of this podcast.
When Bruce is like, what happened to Dick? We have to save him. We can save him, Master Bruce, if we merged him with a dog. Do it.
This dude had the nerve to say, they already introduced the dog so he could take over as Nightwing.
But that's what they're going to do.
So what's going to happen to Nightwing? He's just going to die?
No, Nightwing is just going to disappear. Slowly fade out. And people are like, do you remember Dick Grayson? Oh, yeah, man. He was like a terrier and a German Shepherd mix, right? That's a good dog, dude. No, the person. There was never a Dick Grayson that was a person. Come on, dude.
Dick Grayson's going to show up in like a milestone comic.
Dick Grayson is going to show up in
a Valiant.
Dick Grayson is going to be in a Valiant, being Dick Grayson, robot fighter.
Dick Grayson is going to show up in a Starfleet uniform and hop on the Enterprise.
Oh, sir, Dick Grayson is going to show up in a Star Wars comic. Okay, and he's the first person that gets choked out by Darth Vader. Hey, Dick, I'm sorry, but this is all we got for you, motherfucker. All right, man, it's fine, dude. Let's get over with.
The disrespect. All right,
Dick Grayson, I see your faith in the Force is not strong. Oh man, god damn it.
Yeah. You're not strong either. Which actress or actor would you like for us to spotlight and run down their film catalog? Oz, the 4 choices are Zoe Saldana, Daniel Kaluuya, I don't know if I said that right, Michael B. Jordan, and Regina King. Oz, I know you haven't seen the polls. It was a 3-headed race.
You're talking about the posted people again, aren't you?
Yeah, it was a 3-headed race, 3 very close, and 1 person that was not close at all. Who came in last? A distant last.
Not Michael B. Jordan, the other guy.
Daniel?
Yeah.
Daniel is correct. Finally. Okay, so you only got the last. You only got who came in last.
It's good.
Okay, so now let's see if you can figure out who came in first. You cut it down to 3. So who did the people choose? Zoe, Michael, or Regina?
Regina.
With 37% of the vote. Shout out to the ladies. Zoe Saldana.
No.
In second place, Regina King, 29%.
So what's Zoe been in?
Zoe's been in a lot.
Yeah, I see. I probably know her face. I just don't get the name.
Oh, so. Zoe Saldana is Colombiana, Gamora.
Oh, my girl. Yeah, she deserves to do
Star
people,
Trek.
You know,
She's a Trekkie.
she's her.
Dude,
Yeah, her.
she is in just about every franchise you can be in. She's in Star Trek. She's in Avatar. She's in Avengers. She was in The Losers.
Oh, she's in everything. She's just good. She's rad.
It'll be good running down her catalog. Oz, let's talk briefly about the other three. Let's start with Daniel. Won't try his last name again.
Jesus.
It's just so everyone knows that he is the actor. He's a very good actor from Get Out, Black Panther, Judas and the Black, or is it Judas? The Black Judas.
Yes.
Black
Judas and the Messiah, right?
Yes, Black Judas and the Messiah. That's it. Very good actor. Oz, what are your thoughts on him?
When I saw him in Get Out, it was amazing. It was great. I wanted to see the Black Judas, but I was like, man, I need to get myself ready to see it and like fully embrace and like go into it. But I think there's a lot. He's got a lot of potential. He was also in
Black Mirror.
No,
Yes.
Slim, and
He was in Black Mirror, though.
yes, he was, but he was also like should have been known for Slim and Queen or something, right?
He is known for that.
Yeah, so he was in that, and that was really good too.
But I would say he's more known for Get Out and Black Panther.
I think he's probably more well known for Get Out because that was his breakout role. But yeah, but we're splitting hairs. I think we're both right in saying the same thing. So.
Yeah, I think so too. We just like to argue. At least we're being kosher.
You like to argue.
No, I don't like to argue. Actually, I have no time to argue. That's why I be trying. Their shows be 2 hours because we just be arguing. We be arguing about nothing.
Woman.
Okay, or don't respond to it. Michael B. Jordan.
I did respond to it. I said woman.
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, what do you want to say about that dude, man? The next Black Panther.
Maybe
he was a Human Torch. He was a Killmonger. He is my blood relative.
We can go that far.
My nephew. He's my nephew, Killmonger.
No, he's not.
Eric Killmonger is my direct bloodline from Ozzy Killmonger.
I know all your nephews, so he's not one of them.
Well, I mean, you can like in my world. Okay. So, yeah. So like he's just great, dude. He's like been in everything. He was like Sylvester Stallone approached him for Creed. You know, he Fruitville Station.
Fruitville.
What?
Fruitville.
Fruitville. Thank you. Yeah, he's great. He gets himself into his roles. He's got a lot of like really good potential, man. I think he's like he's done his thing, and I look forward to seeing what else he's going to do.
Okay, Regina King.
That's not her real name. Her name is Regina Queen.
Okay. Regina King.
She went from kind of black exploitationist a little bit, kind of movies to just like digging in, longevity, and man, like her breakout role in Watchmen was just spectacular, dude. And I think the worst thing that most white supremacists fear is a black woman with Dr. Manhattan's powers.
Well, we about to get that in WandaVision, so.
A black woman not with Dr. Manhattan's powers, but it was refreshing.
Okay, so we're gonna get to that. We're gonna do that either before or after Blade. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where the wind blows. Or do you want to do it now? Or would you like to run through Zoe's catalog now, Oz?
Let's do her catalog now, man. If you're into it.
I'm not really into it, so we'll do it later.
Okay.
Nah, we'll do it now.
Okay.
If you're gonna twist my arm about it.
No, man. I mean, I'm here for you. I'm not here for you.
You've never been here for me. All right. Let's start it all the way at the very beginning. Her first listed appearance here on IMDb, 1999, as Belinka, Law and Order. I don't know if I've seen that one. Center Stage in 2000. Get Over It in 2001. Snipes in 2001. She was in Crossroads in 2002 with Britney Spears. Drumline in 2002.
Yep.
Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, 2003.
Interesting.
I don't remember her in that.
No, interesting.
Anna Maria. She was in SVU in 2004. Law and Order again.
Man, went back to Law and Order again. That's her go-to, huh?
The Terminal in 2004. Haven in 2004.
Wait, The Terminal with Tom Hanks?
Yes.
Okay.
Tom Hanks, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Chi McBride, Stanley Tucci. Shout out to Tucci. Haven.
Shout out to the Tooch.
Yeah, shout out to the Tooch. Haven. 2004. Temptation. 2004. Constellation in 2005.
I don't know.
Gabrielle Union, Billy D. Williams were the leads in that movie. Guess Who in 2005.
Oh, that was a good one. The follow-up to Guess Who's Coming to Dinner.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if this is the sequel to that.
Was Adam Kutcher in it?
Ashton Kutcher?
Ashton Kutcher?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you know much about Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
I do not.
So Guess Who's Coming to Dinner was like, I think it was the 50s or 60s, probably the 60s. It was a movie called Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, and it was a breakout movie because it had Spencer Tracy, not only Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn, but it had Sidney Poitier in it, and he was dating. It was an interracial love story, and he's dating a successful, upperly mobile, liberal, white couple's daughter. And of course, it's Sidney Poitier during that time. He was Sidney. If you guys don't know, during the 50s and 60s, Sidney Poitier was the equivalent of Morgan Freeman. Was literally the equivalent of Denzel Washington. So he got this role, and one of the famous lines is that Sidney Poitier is explaining to the white families that you may look at us moving and expressing ourselves, you may understand the Watusi, but we are the Watusi, as in the dance, the Watusi. So, yeah, so that movie was really controversial. People were like, "Whoa, you can't have an interracial couple holding hands. This is nuts. You're going to break society." I'm like, society's 50 years later, society's like, nah, we're still kind of broke. But
so it's not really a sequel. It's more of like a spiritual successor.
No. It's literally. So you know what? It is the. Without even arguing, I like that term because I think it's not a sequel. It's more like the follow-up. It's like the modern follow-up to it.
Okay, that makes sense because it is. I mean, it is pretty much an interracial couple.
But what you said is right. It is. It's just the new spin on it, though. It's good.
No, I saw it. It is pretty funny. It's Bernie Mac, and Ashton Kutcher kind of at his height as well. Bernie. Yeah, R.I.P. Bernie for sure. Let's see here. That was a nice little backstory on that because I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sydney, too.
When you get a chance, look up. Sydney, man, To Serve with Love is still one of the most beautiful songs ever written, but that movie is amazing, too. He had to endure a lot of stuff, dude. And when you have to look at the lineage of everything. Like when Will Smith was getting his comeuppance, he would talk to Denzel Washington about how do you handle all this? What's going on? Should I do this role? When Denzel was getting his comeuppance, he talked to Sidney. And if you guys remember, there was a very famous Oscar that Denzel won, and he literally said in front of everybody, this was before people were woke or whatever, he literally said, and like to ad lib a little bit, he said, and this is also to Sidney, and Sidney, I'm still chasing you. You know?
Yeah, he's definitely a goat. He's a goat.
Regular, by the way, today I had some time, I had a beer, and I watched the Book of Eli.
Well, there you go. 2005, Dirty Deeds.
Mm-hmm.
2005, The Curse of Father Cardona. I don't know what the heck that is. Let me click on that. Anthony Alvarez, Pedro Abreu, Sergio Carlo.
Okay, go for it.
2006, Premium.
What was that?
Premium. Let's see. When Reginald...
No, go ahead, sorry.
When Reginald Coolidge's ex-fiancée Charlie, who is Zoe, pulls into the gas station where he works, Cool realizes that he still loves her after 3 years apart. There's just one problem. Charlie's wedding to another man is only 36 hours away.
Can we just say she decided to be pretty prolific before 2010?
Yeah, she did a lot of stuff.
She was like, yo, I'm trying to get paid. Son.
Yeah, let me get my money. 2006, The Heart Specialist.
I'm going to guess this is about a person who specializes in cardiovascular stuff.
Suave Harvard Medical School grad Ray Howard seems destined to specialize in womanizing. That is, until he heads to Florida to intern under the tutelage of Chief Resident Dr. Sidney Zachary. With help from his girlfriend, Dr. Z, in quotations, sets out to mold Ray into a caring, responsible doctor. Along the way, he shares some important truths and a whole lot of humor in this sexy romantic comedy. Yeah.
Starring Kevin Hart.
No, this one is starring Wood Harris.
Woody Harris. Oh
no, Wood Harris.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell is Wood Harris.
Wood Harris from The Wire. Remember the Titans? Avon Barksdale.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
You ever seen The Wire?
Yeah.
Avon Barksdale, the lead, the head of the whole thing.
Okay, I'm with it.
Okay, all right.
Is he from New Orleans? Like a Nolo dude?
I think so.
Okay, I think I know who that cat is.
Okay, TV series 6 Degrees as Regina in 2006. 2007, she was in After Sex.
In 2007, she was After Sex. That must have been in 2006. She was like
in sex.
Pre-sex?
No, she was in sex in 2006. 2005 was pre-sex.
Okay, pre-sex.
2007, Blackout, which was clearly after she had sex, she blacked out.
I mean, see that is like you got to watch your drinks.
Yeah. So then she goes into 2008 and gets a new vantage point.
Ooh. Maybe she decided that I'm tired of blacking out.
What did you think about the movie Vantage Point?
Wasn't that the weird one where the president isn't the president and it's all this stuff?
Well, more so, it's the one where they told the story from 5 or 6 different angles.
Yeah, I think they tried hard to be different, and I think. At the time when was the year it was released?
2008.
Yeah, I think we were not ready or in a place for intellectual movies then.
Okay. In 2009, The Skeptic. And Skeptic is spelled with a K.
Okay.
In 2009, Oz, this should make you happy. Oh, now, this is where she really starts to, I think, go from a star to a superstar in the game. 2009, Star Trek.
Yeah, dude, she kissed the Vulcan.
Yep. She did very well I like the new Star Trek. I know a lot of Trekkies aren't big fans of the newer Star Treks, but I enjoyed the newer Star Trek.
It's just lazy to reboot stuff when you have potential to do other things.
That may be true, but I really enjoy Chris Pine. I just think he was great in that role. Avatar in 2009.
What's that movie about?
Avatar.
Dude, yo.
What's up?
That movie was released in 2009, and since 2010, they've been talking about Avatar 2 and 3 has been filmed. I'm like, when are you going to release it?
Well, no, they were being filmed. Well, because they're filming underwater. They wildin'.
God damn, dude.
Hey, let me tell you something. We can knock them all we want, but they made a Billy.
Well, your boy, dude, when he did The Abyss, this maniac. I mean, I don't want to say maniac because I want him to like put me in a film. But like he before the video and stuff, you had film was processed, and you would get these things called dailies. And so what actors and mainly directors and editorial staff, they would get the dailies, and that was what was shot the day before. So you knew what you had, what was good, if you had to reshoot some stuff or whatever. And so when he was doing The Abyss, he would have to, in order not to get the bends, he would have to go through a decompression chamber. So he would be in a decompression chamber watching the dailies while he was just going through his decompression chamber. I was like, this guy is insane. And he like also has like done all these fucking crazy, insane dives, dude, to like depths that like no one's ever done before either. Mm-hmm. He's intense.
2010, Death at a Funeral.
I see you really like that though.
Yeah, really engaging story. Death at a Funeral had a all-star cast. Chris Rock, Martin Lawrence, Keith David, Loretta Devine, Peter Dinklage, Danny Glover.
Hey, will you say Peter Dinklage again?
Peter Dinklage.
I love when you say that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's great.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage. 2010, The Losers.
That was a great one. That was great.
It was good. I don't know if it was great.
I love that movie, dude.
It was good. It was good. It wasn't... I don't know. Maybe I need to rewatch it. 2010, Burning Palms.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. I do not remember Burning Palms. What the fuck was that about?
Let's see. Burning Palms.
Let me guess.
Okay.
Someone's palms caught fire.
So there are two descriptions. Do you want me to read the long one or the short one?
I mean, I'm up for anything. Go for it.
Okay. We'll read the short one. A subversive tale that interlaces 5 stories set in Los Angeles, where no taboo is left unexplored, as each character careens toward a dark and often comic fate.
Yeah, that was a pan.
Yeah. So that's Burning Palms. 2010, Idiots. 2010, Takers.
Well, I thought Takers was good, right?
Takers was okay. It was a little over dramatic. They tried to it was a little over dramatic, but it was good. It was good. Okay. Chris Brown, Hayden Christensen, Matt Dillon, Idris Elba, Michael Ealy, T.I. 2011, you can tell she's really starting to take on that role as being like she's a lead now. She's a go-to. 2011, Colombiana. She stars in her first
she's
action
like doing
movie.
Her thing.
Yeah, she's really doing her thing. 2012, The Words. Seems like a Tyler Perry movie. 2013.
But wait, you said Medea Speaks Words?
Well, I don't know if it's a Tyler Perry movie. I just said it seems like one.
Sorry. I must have just put that in by myself. So I'm sorry about that.
Let's see. She's all about an interracial couple, though. Let's see here. 2013, Star Trek Into the Darkness. She's back.
Well, she had to until that goddamn. Hey, I hate to cuss. And I apologize for this,
dude. We have why we put the E on there. This is what you can do whatever you want, bro.
Well, I want to say this, man. Fuck you, Jeep.
Whoa.
And your company, dude. Dude, we lost a franchise. We lost an amazing actor and human being over something stupid, dude. You know?
No doubt.
Yeah, man. So I just want to say that.
2013, Blood Ties. 2013, Out of the Furnace.
Huh? Out of the furnace and into the frying pan.
Out of the Furnace also starred
The sequel was Into the Frying Pan, by the way.
this movie starred Christian Bale, Casey Affleck, Woody Harrelson. Yeah, pretty big cast. Sam Shepard, William Dafoe.
She's like, let me get that money.
Wow,
let me get that.
Forrest Whitaker.
Let me get that money on movies that will not make it. Let me get that red box money.
Wow. 2014, Infinitely Polar Bear.
Oh, what?
That one had Mark Ruffalo. A father struggling with bipolar disorder tries to win back his wife by attempting to take full responsibility of their two young, spirited daughters who don't make the overwhelming task any easier. Again, Zoe is all about the interracial couples.
Yeah, but Mark was like, you know what? I had this really great experience with Zoe. I think she'd be awesome in a Marvel movie. All right, Hulk, do it.
2014, speak of Marvel movie, Guardians of the Galaxy. 2016, Nina. Do you know what that's about, Oz?
Yeah, that was the sequel to Nemo.
Well, actually, it was the telling of Nina Simone, and she portrayed Nina Simone. Yeah, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Strange fruit. You know what strange fruit is?
I'm assuming it's a song by Nina Simone.
Right, but do you know what the term strange fruit is?
I don't, Oz. You just wanted to tell a story.
Strange fruit. She's got a song called Strange Fruit. So back after the Civil War, and after Reconstruction, there was a huge backlash because Southerners weren't properly punished for trying to destroy the Union. You know, Lincoln said, return to your homes.
Ooh, get it out.
Return to your homes and replace your guns and rifles with hoes and shovels, whatever, that kind of thing. But so there's this huge backlash. There's a lot of lynching. Dude, they were lynching black people literally 500 black people a week. And this is all across America. And nobody was reporting it, right? And so Zora Neale Hurston, that's not true. I'm sorry. Ida B. Wells, she had these two friends that were these amazing, they grew produce. And they were the best produce sellers and grower in their area. Well, a bunch of other farmers who were white were like, you're getting our money. So they lynched them. She wrote the story about it. So that kind of started generating notice about what lynches were happening. So strange fruit was the Southern term for lynching people because you were hanging mainly black men on trees. And so you're like, oh my, that's some strange fruit today. So.
Okay. 2016, Star Trek Beyond.
Yeah.
2016, Live by Night. 2017, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
See, that's when she got that dirty money. That's when she got those the multiple millions.
No, she got that from Avatar, so.
Oh, word up. Apology, respect due.
2017, I Killed Giants.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. Did you ever see that?
No.
It was I get where they were coming from for that. It was interesting.
2017, My Little Pony.
You saw that though, right?
Yeah. 2018, Avengers Infinity War.
What's that about? What's the plot of that one?
2019, Avengers Endgame.
Dude, why disrespect? I'm trying to figure out what these movies are about, dude. Is it about people being mad at each other and like avenging people?
2020, Vampires versus the Bronx.
Did I see that?
No, you didn't see that.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. She has 14 projects coming up.
And at 13, she needs a little break.
So, in 2028, guess what movie she's supposed to be in?
2028, she's supposed to be Gamora.
She is going to be in Avatar 5. So she already planning on making $1 billion in 2028.
So you understand where this comes from, right? This is this dude in his head going, I'm going to make a franchise just like George Lucas. I'm like, you ain't making shit.
Well, he might. Okay.
Avatar #1 sticks out in your head as an amazing movie?
No, but it sticks out in my head as $1 billion movie.
To make.
It didn't cost it didn't cost $1 billion to make.
Yeah, man, this is ridiculous.
Listen,
dude.
you can hate on it all you want. It made money. That's all that matters.
I'm not hating on it, but if
you are hating on it.
If no.
You a hater, bro.
But if you're expecting like me to be in some line,
I'm not. I'm not going to watch it either.
Okay, good.
But you just throwing shade at it. I don't think it needs to.
I
Let
ain't
the
throwing
sun
shade,
shine.
man. Hey, let me get you corrected right here, brother.
No, you don't need to do anything except get your shade out.
My critiques ain't throwing shade at nobody. It's throwing light. I'm spotlighting you.
Listen, dude, I need a visor because you're just the sun in my eye. So let's take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back, do our Killmonger conversation, and we're going to review Blade.
Oh, I got a Killmonger conversation? What is it?
We'll be right back. Don't laugh. Okay, now we'll be right back.
Because this virus attacks the lungs,
it's never more infuriating when you realize that your life has a price tag on it.
The truth of the matter is we are in the middle of an apocalypse.
There's no leadership.
I went from being an ER nurse to you're a healthcare hero. I feel like a sham.
Apocalypse Now is a podcast that asks if we are living at the beginning of the end. I'm Joanna Van Fine. Join me every week as I talk with interesting people and decide if we're all doomed. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
And we are back. Make sure you are checking out the Apocalypse Now podcast. Oz, before we get to our Killmonger conversation, I do want to go over one little bit of news. The Mortal Kombat trailer dropped. Oz, have you watched it?
No.
Okay. Oz, why don't you go ahead and pull that up?
Hold on, let me pull this up. Like you said, let me, let's see, dial up AOL.
And with the magic of podcasting, Oz has just watched it. What did you think?
I just needed them to hear. I just needed to hear. Get over here, finish him, and see Jax lose his arms. I'm good.
You know that's your boy, right?
Jax?
You know that's your boy, right?
Who's Jax?
That's Guardian.
I think I'm gonna have to get that trailer.
That's Guardian.
I'm gonna have to get that trailer. Jax with 2 arms.
Hey, that's your boy. Hey, Jax might be taking the place of Guardian.
Hey, we're gonna see. Dude, all I know is, dude, they did their thing, man. I like all the little stuff.
I'm gonna say this: he got a chance to redeem himself with me with this movie.
Well, yeah, dude. He was like, hey, wait. Oh, I was auditioning for Jimmy Olsen. I got the part. Oh, shit. Wait, I signed the contract. God damn, I gotta stop getting drunk. So he's just trying to get his thing, dude.
Well, look, he got a shot to redeem himself with me. If he knocked this out the park, I'm willing to move the Guardian up, drop Jar Jar down. I gotta leave MGK at the 6, so I can drop Jar Jar and move Guardian up to the 4. We could swap those two. And instead of Guardian, he'll be Jax. We'll go Jar Jar at the bottom and Jax above that.
No, man. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, because he might blow it. He might blow it.
Yeah. Or they might blow him. They might have him like they might have a shark eat him or something weird.
Well, you see, he's the first person they take out. They like, yeah, we're gonna make sure we get you out the way early. That was dope what they did, though.
Let's kill his arms.
Yeah, that was dope. All right, let's get to the Killmonger conversation sent to us by our always faithful and good friend Philip Darnall. So, Oz,
I'm ready.
Okay, for the conversations, both Killmonger and regular thought. If you could wear any cosplay or costume and be given their abilities or powers from any comic or entertainment field, what would they be? Please give 6 examples, and how would you use those abilities? Hashtag leave Nick alone. Hashtag Star Trek rocks. Hashtag Nick needs a Starfleet uniform. Hashtag why can't we just all get along?
Amen.
Oz?
All right. Philip, you're not going to like these answers. Okay? I'm sorry, Philip. And I appreciate your questions every week, but you're not going to like this because I don't care. I'm going all out, dude. I'm going to be like, for one, I'm a cosplay Charles Xavier, and I want that telepathy. I want it. I mean, I appreciate people talking behind my back, but at least I'm gonna be like, okay, well, here, I'm gonna put this in your head. Yeah. I'm sorry, Philip. I'm going all out, mastermind, dirty dog. Charles Xavier for one, Invisible Woman, because they need to cosplay an Invisible Man, but which they don't do.
So wait a minute. You're gonna cosplay as Invisible Woman?
Yeah. What? So you know what somebody did? Oh, I gotta remember what it was. They did. Hey, after the show, I'm gonna send you a picture of this cosplay. It's pretty funny, but so I would be like, they make a spoof of it, so I would be like, not the Invisible Woman, but I'd be like, the invisible, like, I gotta think of something good. But
yeah, you do.
Yeah, because yeah. How do you the invisible? Whoa, man!
Let's just come back to that one.
No, because I want the powers of invisibility. I want.
Okay, that's fine.
I would cosplay as Cable with his powers, but I literally dress up as a Cable. So why are you laughing, dude?
Because instead of Cable, and you want Cable's powers, you end up getting the Cable guy's powers. You're just going to be the Cable guy.
A regular. I would never show up on time. And I would always show up at the most inconvenient times to install your cable, and I do it wrong.
I wonder how the Cable guy holds up.
While I try and get you a deal that's not really a deal.
I'll be curious to know how the Cable guy holds up.
The movie The Cable Guy?
Yeah.
I'd be curious to know how the movie, what's the movie? The Liar movie, right?
I bet you that's still pretty funny. That was a funny movie. At least the first half when he can't, when he genuinely can't tell a lie. That's hilarious.
I challenge you to this weekend to watch Ace Ventura then.
How did you get the Ace Ventura from Cable Guy and Liar Liar?
How could I not? Because it's all Jim Carrey.
But I don't want to watch Ace Ventura. I was never a big fan of Ace Ventura back in the day.
Oh, dude, you used to wear a Hawaiian shirt when you were younger.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You had a stupid pompadour.
No, I didn't. Speaking of that, did you know that Evan Peters is being rumored to play Ace Ventura in the reboot?
Oh God, Jesus Christ!
God, Jesus Christ!
Listen, everybody, listen. We all have our opinions about stuff, but I'm telling you, whenever I hear the word reboot, I just go, "You're fucking lazy."
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna take over right here and give a couple of mine. I would like Speaking of Jim Carrey, actually, that's a really good segue because he's one of the people I have on my list. Not Jim Carrey, but one of his characters.
What?
Not Jim Carrey, one of his characters. I would cosplay. I would cosplay as the Mask, and I would like all of the powers of the Mask.
Okay, that's good. That's legit.
I don't know if that movie holds up. I would also cosplay.
Hey, I watched The Mask recently. The animation doesn't hold up, or the CGI doesn't hold up, but it's still a good story.
It's the best Cameron Diaz has been in any movie.
Well, something about Mary. Shut up.
I don't know, man. I think The Mask has got to be one of her best roles.
Really?
Yeah. That's not saying much, but yeah.
No, it is not saying much at all.
For sure. I think that's definitely one of her best. Was it? I think Bad Moms or Bad Teacher. That's kind of fun. That's pretty funny. That's not bad. I would also cosplay as Gone. I'm big on this Hunter x Hunter, man.
Yeah, you need to get it, man. Jesus, dude.
Hey, I found the new episode, so now I'm on the Chimera Ant arc, and I'm almost done with that.
There's a new character called Nightwing.
No, there's not. And I would like the abilities of John Ken. Give me the John Ken so I can do rock, paper, or scissors, depending on what I need at the time. And I would also cosplay, and shout out to JVD, the Villain's the Man, and Evan the Great for this one. I would cosplay as the Red Power Ranger, Andros, from Power Rangers in Space, and I'll take all his abilities and his spaceship. Oz, what are you doing? Are you outside running, or are you driving with the windows down?
What do you mean? Wait. Are you hearing something?
Am I hearing something?
Well, dude, I mean, here, let me show you how we are polar opposites. I'm in a heated environment with the vents going. You're where?
I'm in the garage, but you don't hear my windows down and the wind blowing in the background though.
No, unfortunately, where the mic is, I'm right underneath the vent. So listen, as I delve into the heat and warmth, you're gonna have to deal with it. Hey, how them toes doing, buddy?
They're doing fine. Hey, how's that mute finger doing? Why don't you use it?
No.
When you go into the heat, why don't you use it? Because I don't think the people want to hear the airplanes going by.
No, at least they know that, like commerce is still happening.
Right. Let's try that mute button next time you go down to the heat. Just do it for the people. Don't even do it for me. Do it for the people.
Dude, this guy, man. Jeez.
Jesus.
Man, I gotta tell you, I don't want you to get offended by this, and I don't want you to get upset because I know how easily,
right.
How
yep,
easily
get it out.
Provoked.
There we go.
Yeah, but the cold makes you angry, dude.
Well, I don't know if it makes me angry.
You are a bit nicer when the weather's warmer, I will have to say. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, observation.
Well, that's because I don't hear any airplanes in the background.
I don't hear airplanes either, dude.
I know you don't, but we do.
All I hear is the soothing warmth of heat cascading over my face and body.
Well, that's good. Listen,
but
I personally hope you stay as warm as possible, as long as nobody else has to hear it.
Yeah. I just want to say the cool thing that I love about all this is just that, man, I had like a burger for dinner, so I don't want to see. I definitely want to smell my breath. I definitely want to see my breath. Can you say the same?
I cannot see my breath. I can't see it at all. Why would I be able to see my breath?
And folks, he can't see his breath because his eyelids have frozen. So.
No, that's not true at all. I'm actually sitting in the house right now.
You're recording in your house?
Yeah.
How?
I'm sitting in the living room.
Okay.
I'm sitting right in the living room. I got the computer on the table, and I have wrestling on the TV.
You told me that you were in your garage and you couldn't feel your toes.
I lied. I lied. I told a lie. I lied to you. Or am I lying now?
Well, I lied to you.
Okay.
I'm actually outside at an airport.
That would be funny.
I got a flight to catch.
That would be funny if you were at an airport. See, every now and then you really do say something funny, and it's actually legit funny. Well, we got 6 between the two of us.
Hey, I would do a cosplay of Psylocke too. Cyclops. I always appreciate his abilities too.
I would do a cosplay of
Nightwing.
Give me a cosplay of LeVar Burton.
Wait, you mean Worf, the other black guy in the yellow suit with the
No. I mean LeVar Burton, like just LeVar Burton.
What would you be? A Reading Rainbow?
So his abilities, I want to be able to be in any role I want at any time. So if I want to be Geordie LaForge, I can just throw the shades on and I'm blind. You know, if I want to be Kunta Kinte, all I got to do is just, tell somebody that that's not my name. I just want to be able to.
Out of all the actors you could pick, and of all the roles, you pick a dude that's like literally only had like 3 roles that he's known for. When you can have an actor that's like been a character actor in over 100 movies, but you gonna pick the Rainbow.
Hey, what actor has done more with less roles?
What actor has this? Like, I would be Samuel Jackson.
Nah, too much pressure. I don't curse that much either.
No, ain't no pressure, dude. If you could have his characters, you get a lightsaber.
I don't curse,
dude. You're the. I know.
I don't want his roles. He's a little too vulgar for me. I'm a nice guy.
I know. Yeah, I know. You're a regular guy.
Yeah, and if anything, that's okay. Let me just be Kunta Kinte.
My name is Toby. I ain't losing no foot.
Yeah, I'd have told him my name. Yeah, I'm Toby. I'm Toby.
Wait, how do you want me to spell it?
I'm Toby.
Yes. Okay,
hey, cool. I'm Toby. Toby.
Oh, wait, I ain't supposed to be able to spell?
Peter Dinklage. All right. Oz, you got any more cosplays you'd like to be?
Well, man, I'd be like a freaking black Superman. Shoot, why not?
Okay. I mean, if that's what you want to be, you can be him.
Thank you. Jeez, thank you.
I'd like to cosplay as Tupac and have his rapping ability.
I like to cosplay as Jay-Z.
I'll take Tupac.
I'll take Jay-Z.
I'll take Tupac. Here, let me put it to you this way. If Jay-Z only had his first 2 albums, nobody would be talking about him being the GOAT.
Cool.
I'm gonna put it to you like that. So let me take Pac.
Rest in peace. But rest in peace. But it's about the longevity game. It ain't about your 2 were amazing because it's respect due, but it's about the longevity game. It's a hard knock life. That guy ain't got a hard knock life anymore.
Yeah, but I'm not taking his lifespan. I'm just taking his talent.
Cool. That's cool.
So I get his talent for my lifespan.
Hey, you do you.
And you got to remember, I'm 40 years younger than you.
You do you. You got to remember, I'm 80 years older than you are. Mentally.
I mean, your brain at this point is mentally like an 80-year-old man. Yes.
What'd you say, Sonny?
Right. Okay, Philip. Great question. there's other cosplayers that I'm sure we'd like to be. Other powers, abilities we'd like to have. You know, I'd like to cosplay as
Nicolas Cage with a Starfleet uniform on.
Commissioner Gordon.
Ooh.
The black one.
But see, I'm scared that you would just wear a trench coat with nothing else underneath it. So you're not really Commissioner Gordon. You're just Commissioner Gordon, who's like a streaker. That's your cosplay uniform. I was like, oh, interesting.
If I was the Invisible Man, I'd be a streaker.
Well, if I was the Invisible Man, they'd be like, yo, dude, you came here naked. I'm like, yes, unstable molecules.
Yeah, I wouldn't wear. If I was the Invisible Man, I'd probably just wear underwear, just to make sure my junk's not just flying around.
If I was the Invisible Man, I would go around to a comic book convention naked and be like, no one can see me. You can't see me. You can't see me. They're like, dude. I'm like, yep, you can't see me.
That's how John Cena. Like when John Cena goes to, conventions, it's pretty much like that because you can't see him.
Well, only because he waves his hand in front of his face and says that.
But you can't see it when he does it.
Right. I'm like, John Cena, right?
It's Cena. I don't know why you always call that dude John Cena. It's Cena.
No, it's C-Note.
No, it's not. It's Cena.
It's C-Note.
Dude, you've been calling that dude John Cena for the last 2 years, and I'm not taking it anymore.
It's C-Note.
Okay. I don't know what that's supposed to mean either.
Well, hold on. Say it again. It's John CeeLo?
CeeLo Green.
Are you seriously?
Yeah, CeeLo Green.
John CeeLo. See, I would cosplay. Okay, hey, Philip, I would cosplay as John CeeLo Green.
Nobody wants to see John CeeLo Green.
Right. So you say nobody wants to see, right? So I'll be like, that's cool, because you can't see me.
Yeah.
What?
So
you cosplay as the man? What do you mean, like an FBI agent?
Becky Lynch is a woman. I can't cosplay as a woman. I mean, I can't. Why would I cosplay as a woman? I mean, why would I do that?
Well, I mean, you
it's cosplay not a sexist thing.
You cosplay as a man every day at work.
Oh, it wasn't bad. I'll give you that. That wasn't bad. I actually brought a
come on. Hey, dude,
that actually brought a smile to my face.
Dude, that was good, right? Come on.
It's when the old guy finally gets one, you got to cheer him on. So let's give him a round of applause, everyone.
Oh, damn, that was a weak round of applause. What you got? Frostbite in your hand? you can't clap properly.
I only got 2 fingers that work.
Well, dude, snap your fingers, man.
So,
show me my respect.
Let's get to our review of Blade. And I know Oz is disrespectful and doesn't care, but I do. So, here's your spoiler alerts for a movie that's 23 years old.
Yeah, this movie is older than you are, and you talk about.
It's not.
And you talk about, I don't want no spoiler alerts. I'm like, okay, here's when we were born. Wesley Snipes is playing a superhero. Well, goo, what?
I'm the man. So Blade, the Blade movie. I got some notes here. I'm just gonna go down the line of the notes that I wrote down. Things that stuck out to me. The black woman's complete no-sell of her ex being bitten. I couldn't remember her name. Her name is Karen. Heck, that girl's name is Karen. Just God dang, man. Her name Karen. She's a Karen. Hey, real talk though, she is a Karen in the movie.
Wait, hold on, stop. She's Karen because she's caring too much about Blade, dude. That's okay. No.
She is a Karen in the movie, though. Like, I get why Blade treat her like that. Like, she kind of bring all that on herself.
You get why he threw her out a window.
Yeah, I get it, dude. Did you see the way she just watched her boyfriend get eaten and just stood there like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but apparently they weren't in a great relationship because like she later saw him as a zombie.
Well, that's
vampire.
because she was a vampire at that point, but she was about to give up the cheeks to him.
Hey, so interesting thing though, when I was looking through the credits, Tracy Lords was in that movie.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, you are. Hey, so another piece of history for you.
Oh no,
Tracy Lords was was in the movie Crybaby as she's has profound actress, but before that she was a porn star actress who lied about her age and said that she was 18 when really she was 16. So any movie she was in had to be destroyed, but there's still tapes of it, and it caused a lot of controversy in the porn industry. And she's in that freaking movie in Blade. And I was like, oh my God, I know which one she was. That was crazy.
Okay. Blade says to the cops, "Are you crazy, mother effer?"
Oh, and then they were like, see, there you go, we'll shoot you again.
Well, they shot him first. They didn't shoot him again after that.
Well, I'm just saying that was very timely. Like, oh, look at you.
Yeah, no hesitation to shoot Blade either. And Blade was like, "Are you serious?" I will say, Wesley Snipes had some great facial expressions.
Black daywalkers matter.
This dude really just tossed this woman from building to building.
That's my whole thing, dude.
He did just see. That's the part I certainly don't remember. I do not remember him just carelessly tossing this woman into this like bungee thing that he had set up over there.
I most definitely remember this, and he not only did he just look, he looked out the window, looked at her, and just threw her.
Yeah. Blade dapping up the guy who makes his serums is a great scene.
That was beautiful.
That wasn't beautiful, but it's fine. Blade, a black man, pulled out his gun in the middle of the street, and no one cares.
Yeah. Oh, wait, stop. No, that's not very true. The truthful story is he pulled out his gun in the middle of the street after beating up a white cop, and nobody cared.
No, I'm more so just talking about the gun that he pulled out and started shooting down the street, and everybody went about their business.
But then there's also the scene where he pulls out his gun after beating up a white cop in public, and nobody said anything.
Okay. Is Blade wearing a flight coat under his armor? The Blob makes an appearance in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Old girl just kills the Blob. And she seems like she liked it. She's weird.
Old girl just killed a vampire when vampires are like 10 times faster than a human. So I was like, okay, here we go.
Well, she killed the Blob first.
And shout out to freaking Christopher Christophans. Not only amazing.
That's not his name, but that's okay.
Chris Christopherson.
There you go. That's not what you said the first time.
Okay, cool. But... Well, I did. So we could do your hooked on phonics all you want to. But just shout out to him once you're finished, of course. But shout out to him and his longevity as a career, as an actor, and as a singer and songwriter too. Unless you have something negative to say about that.
I have nothing to say about old Christopher.
Good.
It's cute watching Blade take a baby wipe and try to clean his bloody friend Whistler. Like the baby wipe is going to help anything, Blade. You should know better than that. You can definitely see the X-Men being influenced with their look by the Blade movie and all this black leather.
Yes.
Nice little hallway fight scene. Wesley's a beast. Deacon is Blade's stepdaddy.
Yeah.
And is the reason he has his powers. Shout out to Sanaa Lathan. Looking good as always.
Mm-hmm. No, she looked like great vampire mom and pregnant mom too.
Is his mom hitting on him? Because she sure is seducing him.
Well, I think he's more trying to seduce him because after she became a vampire, it's not a matter of like any sort of lineage. It's just like your new father is the person that sires you, you know?
Fight scenes leave a lot to be desired.
Not really. Some were bad. Some were, but all the movies were like that. But I think there was some really good, like I said, some really good swordplay in it too.
A lot of unnecessary theatrics and posing. A very 90s movie.
Or when you're one of the producers and you're also the actor, you're going to say, okay, I need to do this.
Let's see here. Blade mouthing, "What the F?" when old boy starts moving around and his body gets cut in half and it is connected by the blood and snaps back. It's a very nice little moment there. Very anticlimactic final fight. Very
anticlimactic, stupid prophecy, too.
Very underwhelming movie.
Yeah.
Very disappointing.
Yeah, and no Whistler keeps coming back. And, you know, I mean, we're not talking about Blade 3, but it might be 2 actually. But in 2, what's his face from Walking Dead is one of the helpers for Blade.
Yeah, he's the one that turns.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, now you're worried about spoilers.
Oh, see, now you're worried about not spoiler alerts.
Yeah, we're just giving away Norman Reedus in the movie.
Oh my God, we're just going. Geez, like there must be somebody from like in a cave that hasn't seen it.
Hey man, somebody might get mad, and I don't want it to be my fault. But I played the spoiler alert, so it's fair game at this point.
I hear you.
Yeah, you don't hear anything.
Dude.
What?
Hold on. Time out. Hold on.
Whoa.
You get a little saucy, dude. Are you okay?
I get a little saucy. I think Blade's rubbing off on me. I'm gonna start acting like Blade.
No, please don't, because I'm
gonna just start acting like Blade. And in honor of Blade, let's play a little soundbite.
Well, you get a little, you know, I don't want you to start just like being mean and mad at everybody.
Why are you talking over the soundbite? Let me play it again.
Nope.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Some mother F is always trying to ice skate uphill. Soundbite. What you think about that?
It's good. It's legit too. Steven, or what's his face? Man, God, he gets all these roles for some reason. It's really weird.
Never seen him in anything else.
He's been in the 90s. He was in a bunch of movies. It's just strange. And he still does a bunch of indie stuff too. But yeah, it was. I wasn't really a big fan of his baggy pants.
It could be my baggy pants and my gold teeth that make me different from y'all. I ain't tripping, y'all. Raised a little different, y'all. It's Trick Daddy.
I like Trick Daddy.
Okay. Oz?
He put the sugar on my tongue. Then he gonna give me some. He put it right there. Hey, he took that beat from Talking Heads, and he that's my jam, dude. Right. I love that dude. That's a good Trick Daddy song.
Yeah. No doubt.
Wait, hold on. For me knowing that song, I'm the man.
That's pretty arrogant of you to say.
Yes, but when you say it, it's just sad.
I don't say it though.
Hey, I'm the man.
I don't say that. You're the only one that says that on air.
Oh, okay. Hey, this guy chumps out every time. He's like, let me.
I don't know what you're talking about. So, Oz, what are your closing thoughts on Blade before we give our ranking on the ranking scale?
So when you say you're the man, you mute yourself, and so everyone else is just hearing my reaction to me going, "What the fuck?"
No idea what you're talking about. Final thoughts on Blade. Well, go ahead.
I'm gonna give that movie a Jax.
Well, let's go over our ranking scale. You know, we have the tippy top. The best of the best is still the Iris West. Black History Month. Shout out to you, Iris West. The beautiful Iris West. Mm-hmm. After that, we have, kind of that middle ground. The solid 6.
6 for me, dog. 6 for you?
MGK. Under that, as of right now, we have Jar Jar Binks, self-explanatory. It's like a 4. It's pretty bad. It's not the worst, though. And then at the very bottom, we have, for right now, the Guardian and his motorcycle. Oz,
for right now.
For right
soon
now.
To be changed.
What do you... Yeah, we might put you there.
Dude, you know people are going to comment on this show about you going in hard on me. I'm just telling you right now.
Somebody's going to be like, hey, leave Oz alone, man.
Yeah, dude,
Hashtag leave Oz alone.
I'm literally giving you fair warning, dude. People may not get that you're joking, but people are going to... they're going to say some comments.
That's going to be the title of the episode. Hashtag leave Oz alone.
Dude. Should I did a show with you this week? I'm like, man. I mean, because I had a choice in my hands: do a show with you this week or punch myself in the face. So I was like, oh man, choice. Dude, that's hard.
Yeah, you made the wrong choice. What are you ranking it?
I'm gonna give it MGK just out of respect for what it brought to the table for black action, comic action, and fantasy with vampires. I'm gonna give it MGK. I ain't giving no freaking gauntlet. I'm gonna give it MGK, and he's looking at a Guardian's motorcycle, going, "Should I ride that?" So,
what does that mean?
He's not on the Guardian motorcycle. He's just kind of looking at it.
So, what does that mean? Does that add or take away?
Oh, he's on the cusp of being. It's like in school when your teacher says,
"Does it add or take away?" Just say if it adds or take away.
It's like when your teacher says you got a C-. You're like, oh shit, I did pass, but fuck, that's almost a D.
So again, does it add or take away? It's just a simple answer.
It takes away.
Okay. Wow. All right. I'm gonna go with the Jar Jar Binks, and I'm gonna give the Jar Jar Blade sword to add and make it a 5.
Oh, so we're adding blade swords to it.
Yeah, we're just gonna. I don't. It's the only object I can think of in the movie that really stood out was the sword.
Regular Scott makes his own rules and dogs Oz out. That should be the title of the show.
Well, I didn't dog you out. I just wanted to know if it added or took away.
Oh, not that last comment. The rest of the whole show before that.
Not the whole show.
Right. Good call.
Yeah, not the whole show.
Yeah, the code be fucking with you, dude.
But we always add an item. Like when we did Wonder Woman, we added the lasso.
You were meant for.
So that's why I chose the sword for Blade, because it's the only item that really stood out during the movie.
No. Respect due, but I think you were meant for tropical weather.
I think I'm meant for any weather.
No, I don't think the code really suits you well. It kind of gets you. Ironically enough, the cold gets you hot and bothered and mad.
I think you're just a little sensitive.
Oh no, I feel like I'm just in tune with nature. I just feel like,
Are you high?
As you lose your feeling in your toes, it's naturally going to be you lose your feeling in your hearts and.
But when you say you're in tune with nature, are you on herbs or are you on shrooms?
Oh, I wish I had both.
Well, that's not good. Don't you have kids in the house?
Well, I mean, I'm selfish. I ain't gonna share. Jeez.
Oh. Okay. That's a good place to wrap it up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Sharing shrooms with kids is a good place to wrap it up.
Didn't I just say I would not share? No, you may do. Hey, kids. I'm like, yo.
Hi,
what?
kids.
Kids, don't.
You like violence?
Don't mess with him. Don't mess with regular Scott. He's not so regular.
So, Oz, it is time for the finalist of Final Blows.
Mm-hmm.
Time to play a little music. I don't know if you're a fan of this particular artist, and normally I'm not either, but this song has been stuck in my head. And
Well, why don't you play it? It might make you happy.
Ooh, we'll see how this goes.
I know that's right.
What you got for the final blow, Oz?
I got literally nothing out of this song. I look forward to the next episode where regular sky is going to be warmer. The temperature broke. I'm happy about that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a lot of things, man. I think we got some good stuff coming out on HBO Max every week for the next couple months. Yeah. Once this show finishes, I'm going to catch up on American Gods and call it a night.
No doubt, no doubt. For me on the final blow, I'm still on that Hunter x Hunter. I'm also just starting The Batman on HBO Max. Let's see how that is. I hate the design of the Joker. It's absolutely god-awful. But everything else looks really good, so we'll see how that goes. Oz, tell everyone where they can find you on your socials one more time.
Okay, you can find me at Ozzy Real.
And you can find us on Twitter at Me4Marvel vs. DC. That's the number 4. You can find our podcast anywhere you get your podcast. Apple Podcasts, Spreaker, Radio Public, TuneIn, Spotify, all those places. Like, subscribe, leave us 5 stars. Email us, Me4Marvel vs. DC at GoDefyLife.com. Oz, tell everyone we'll talk to them next time.
And as usual, everyone, peace and chicken grease.
And y'all have a good time, because we're going to have a good time until we talk to y'all next time. Peace. Party! If it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. Look, gotta play it safe. No face, no case.
This is Defy Life. What you doing on a Sunday?